African savanna, a new creature comes to life. It emerges from a 35-year bloodline of some of the most renowned creatures to grace the continent. Busch Gardens Tampa Bay has become one of the top travel destinations in the world since its inception in 1959. That's thanks not only to the park's African theme and subtropical Florida setting, but its commitment to coalesce wild rides and wildlife. On May 26, 2011, the park calls together media from around the world to unveil its most extensive high-thrill attraction yet, Cheetah Hunt. 4,429 feet of track weaves over and under 7 acres of the park, sprinting through 3 launches that would make its feline namesake proud. Yet the initial inspiration for Cheetah Hunt arose not from the fastest land animal alive, but from a more unlikely source.
Well, the original idea I had almost 5 years ago. I was watching Star Wars, the 6th movie. They were on speeders and they were chasing each other through the forest. And I thought it'd be great to have a coaster that was close to the ground and able to speed along things. And then as that idea germinated, we thought it'd be great if we could mimic cheetahs.
In traditional Busch Gardens fashion, the ride's theme would go far beyond simply its name.
The ride simulates a cheetah hunting in the veldt. The way the ride leaps and stays close to the ground, and the speed and the thrust and the acceleration.
In addition, land around the ride would be re-themed into a new animal habitat, Cheetah Run, effectively allowing the coaster and cheetahs to race.
We designed the habitat with the cheetahs in mind. We really wanted to demonstrate the speed of the cheetah. Cheetah Hunt goes about 60 miles an hour. Cheetahs can actually run faster.
Park executives surveyed land at the crossroads of its Edge of Africa, Egypt, Morocco, and Nairobi themed sections. There was a vacant monorail station, a Clydesdale exhibit, and other reusable space, perfect for Cheetah Hunt.
When we were looking to develop this part of the park, we had a monorail building and an area of the park that needed a renovation.
This is a unique coaster for us in that it covers 7 acres, so it was very long, impacted a great deal of the park. It had to go under the train ride, over the sky ride, under a guest path, and into the Rhino Rally Canyon. We had to reuse an existing building.
Now, Busch Gardens Tampa needed a manufacturer that could accommodate its criteria.
We talked to everybody in the industry about this particular coaster, and we thought that Intamin had the technology that we wanted. They had perfected the prototype. Maverick up at Cedar Point was a coaster that we rode, and we liked the feel of that coaster, so we were able to incorporate that into our design.
Intamin was new to the Busch Gardens coaster scene, bringing a specialization in innovative technology that could easily accomplish the quick acceleration needed to simulate a cheetah sprint.
Our other roller coasters at Busch Gardens are traditional coasters in that they have a lift that drags the trains to the top of the hill, and gravity takes you to the bottom. Here we use linear synchronous motors to actually propel you at 3 different points along the track. And by doing that, you get a sudden burst of speed, and as we say, you go 0 to cheetah in no time.
As construction preparation started, online speculation ran rampant as to what exactly Busch Gardens had up their sleeves, and the park took advantage of it, releasing videos hinting at the cheetah theme.
Clearly, social media is a new realm for communicating these days, and we were paying close attention to all the social media that was going on and the rumors behind Cheetah Hunt, and we were encouraged to see all the interest.
The ride's concept was publicized on October 13th, 2010. And the park's year-round operation allowed guests to watch Cheetah Hunt come together until construction wrapped up the next spring. Then, it was the moment of truth for the men behind the ride.
It was about a week and a half ago, and we had just finished construction of the ride, and I got an opportunity to ride right in the front seat of the coaster for the first time, and I gotta say, it was breathtaking. That first launch will certainly take your breath away and surprise you, but there's 2 more launches coming, and I knew where they were, and I was still surprised and shocked by them. So it was a thrill, and frankly, The last ride that I've had was just as thrilling as the first.
The first time I rode it, it kind of fit with what I had in my mind, but it was still very exciting. The pace was just right, just what I had thought, that you would be accelerated, go through a nice element, accelerate, go to a tower, drop into a pit, go under the train ride, over the sky ride. I thought the pacing in each element complemented each other until the very end when you came back into the station.
A ride on Cheetah Hunt starts out with the first 40-mile-an-hour launch from the station into a banked turnaround, ending with a dive into the first trench. Once there, the second launch and 60-mile-an-hour speeds blast riders up into a 10-story tower and through 2 curves well above the park's pathways, providing a cinematic view of Busch Gardens before the 13-story plunge. Cheetah Hunt reaches full speed again and leaps over the sky ride effortlessly, diving under a pathway and into the third trench. From there, it's up a curving ascent into the coaster's inversion, a flat spin, followed by a quick breather. The train dives over water into the canyon formerly home to the neighboring safari ride Rhino Rally. It encounters a magic carpet element, banking from side to side rapidly as rock and water speed past. The final launch renews Cheetah Hunt's speed, catapulting it over a camelback hill for some airtime. The train veers to the right, climbing left over the pathway and descending right into another trench. Curving left and tackling a final S-curve, dipping and climbing into the brakes. All in all, Cheetah Hunt offers over a minute and a half of action, well more than what most rides can boast, and a ride aimed at a wide audience.
The height requirements on this ride are 48 inches, so this is going to appeal to a very broad demographic. Everyone from 7, 8, 9, 10 years old up to really the roller coaster enthusiasts are going to love this ride because it's got the thrills and chills. So the individuals in the family that love roller coaster thrills are going to really enjoy this ride, but it's also something for everybody, including the younger members of the family.
After all the years of planning and months of construction, Jim, Mark, Mike, and everyone else involved in bringing Busch Gardens' 2011 expansion to life can finally sit back and savor the results of their work.
I'd say today is probably the most rewarding part. It's our unveiling of this new attraction, the new realm, not only the ride, but the cheetah habitat itself. So we couldn't be happier with the outcome.
For the zoological team, Cheetah Hunt and Cheetah Run represent new potential for conservation of the animals that make the distinct Busch Gardens experience possible.
When they come and see the cheetah and they learn about the cheetah, and we want them to take a behavior change with them when they leave. And we want to make sure that they understand that the SeaWorld Busch Gardens Conservation Fund is an awesome opportunity to learn about these animals, to learn about their environment and what they can do to help these animals. Obviously, the most rewarding design part of the Cheetah Run habitat was designing it around the animals and making sure that you took the animals' welfare into consideration from the beginning.
I think the most rewarding is making it to Media Day and having all the media down from 14 countries and getting the word out there so that our riders, our viewers know if you want to ride the best coaster, you got to come here to ride it.
From concept to reality, from dreams to screams, Cheetah Hunt marks the new generation of wildlife and wild rides united in a single experience. A tradition Busch Gardens Tampa started in 1959 that shows no signs of losing speed.